Notice, it didn't say as a man prays. It didn't say as a man shouts. It says as a man thinks. As a man thinks. Your thoughts are the blueprint of your life. If you constantly think, I will fail, nothing works for me, people don't like me, I am not good enough, then your life will begin to move in that direction. Your life moves in the direction of your thoughts. And that is why it is very important that you feed your thought with positivity, not negative. Okay? Your mind is a magnet. It pulls your life towards what you repeatedly think about. Your mind is a magnet. It pulls your life towards what you repeatedly think about. That is why two people can be in the same church, under the same anointing, but have completely different results. Why? Because one controls his mind, the other allows his mind to control him. Let me tell you something very important here. You're not weak, you're not behind, you're not forgotten. But if you don't control your thoughts, you will sabotage your own destiny. From today, when a negative thought comes, pause. Whenever you begin to have negative thoughts in your mind, please pause. Ask yourself, is this true? Is this helpful? Is this aligned with who I want to become? If not, reject it. Reject it immediately. You must become the gatekeeper of your mind. Become the gatekeeper of your mind. You have the right to direct your thoughts to positive thinking. Don't always let it go negative, because wherever your thoughts goes, that is what you finally becomes. If you begin to have those kind of negative thoughts, look for something to distract you, or begin just put, if you're somebody that likes music, you can go for music, go just look for something, or you open the Bible, begin to do something to remove those negative thoughts, because whatever you think, that is what you finally becomes. I want to tell you the three types of thoughts you must discern. Three types of thoughts you must discern. Okay? Not every thought you think is yours. These are the three sources of thoughts. There are three sources of thoughts. One, thought from God. That is where you see ideas of peace, growth, and purpose. The second one is thought from your flesh. That is, for example, is fear, insecurity, and comparison. Then the third one is thought from the enemy. That is condemnation, hopelessness, and destruction. The problem is many people accept every thought as truth. A lot of us accept every thought as truth. Just because you think it does not mean it is true. Just because you think it does not make it truth. It does not mean it is true. Even though the thought may come, yes, you can have those thoughts, but it doesn't mean they are truth. Okay? If a thought says you will never succeed, ask yourself, who told me that? If a thought says you are behind in life, ask, compared to who? If a thought says you are useless. That is not God talking, all right? The mind is the enemy's target. Here now, I want to tell you why the mind is the enemy's target. The enemy does not need to touch your body if he can control your mind. Once the enemy controls your mind, he has finished that person. So he does not need to touch your body to destroy you. He only needs the mind, because your mind controls your emotions. Your mind controls your decisions. Your mind controls your habits. Your mind controls your destiny. Okay? Second Corinthians chapter 10 verse 5 says, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God. Okay? Notice it says casting down imaginations. Casting down imaginations. Those imagination, those negative imagination, cast it down. That is what this portion of Bible is telling us. Cast it down, bring it down under subjection, because they are not for you. Don't let it sink deep in your thoughts so that it doesn't manifest. Okay? Battles start in imagination before they appear in reality. Every battle of life starts first from imagination before they finally becomes a reality. So whenever you are having those negative thoughts, find a way to cast it down, cast it immediately. If the devil can plant fears, suspicions, bitterness, lust, comparison, he doesn't need to do anything else. He has already conquered the person. All right? So you will destroy yourself from inside by those thoughts, by those imaginations. That is why it is very important for you to have control of your thoughts, control of your mind. Okay? So I want to tell you signs that your mind is out of control. There are signs to show that your mind is out of control. Let's be honest tonight, okay? Here are some signs your mind is controlling you. One, you overthink everything. You overthink everything. Every little thing that you let go, you will not let it go. You keep bringing it up. You keep, thinking about it unnecessarily. That is one sign that your mind is controlling you. Number two, you replay past mistakes daily. You replay your past mistakes daily. Stop replaying it. It will not help you. Okay? Number three, you assume negative outcomes. You assume negative outcomes. Some of us, the only thing we know how to do is to always assume negative things, assuming negative outcomes. You can never see them have positive, assumption. Everything about them is negative. It is really bad. The fourth one, you are easily offended. When you're easily offended, it shows that your mind is controlling you. All right? The fifth but not the last, you struggle to sleep because your mind won't rest. When you're struggling to sleep because your mind won't rest, it shows your mind is controlling you. Because if your mind is not controlling you, once you lie down, you sleep off immediately. But when you lie down the normal time that you're supposed to sleep and you cannot sleep, it shows that your mind is controlling you. All right? If that is you, don't feel condemned. It simply means your mind needs discipline. When all these things are happening to you, it means that your mind needs discipline. Okay, now how to win the battle? How do you win the battle? Listen carefully. Now let's get practical. Number one, guard what enters your mind. Guard what enters your mind. Okay? What you watch matters. What you watch matters a lot. What you listen, what you listen to matters too. What do you listen to? It matters so much. What you spend time with matters too. What is that thing that you spend so much time with? It matters, okay? Your mind is like soil. Whatever you plant, whatever you plant consistently will grow, okay? If you feed on negativity daily, peace cannot grow. So now, number two, replace. Replace. Don't just remove, replace. Here, what I'm trying to talk about is replace that thought with a positive one. Replace it with a positive thought. Whenever you begin to have those negative thoughts, replace it immediately with positive thoughts. You cannot just stop negative thinking. You must replace it. You cannot stop it though, but you have the choice to replace it with a positive one, okay? When fear comes, replace it with truth. When fear comes, replace it with truth. When insecurity comes, replace it with identity. Replace it with identity. Philippians chapter 4 verse 8 says, whatever things are true, noble, just, pure, think on these things. Think on these things, okay? You must deliberately choose your thoughts. Choose your thoughts. Speak what you want to see. That's the third one. Speak what you want to see. That good thing that you want, those beautiful things that you want for your life, begin to speak it. Speak it. Speak it. Don't stop speaking it. Speak it. By the time you continue speaking it, it will manifest. Okay? Your mouth reinforces your mind. Stop saying, I am tired of life. Stop saying, I am always broke. Stop saying, nothing works. Those kind of words, do not say them again, please. Your ways are programming your mind. Your ways are programming your mind. Speak strength even when you feel weak. The fourth one, train your mind daily. Train your mind daily. Winning the mind is not a one-day event. Winning the mind is not a one-day event. It is daily training. It is daily training, okay? Just like going to the gym builds muscle, mental discipline builds stability, okay? So what do you do now? Spend time reading uplifting materials. Instead of spending time having negative thoughts, spend the time reading uplifting materials. Spend time meditating on truth, okay? Spend time meditating on truth, sitting quietly and thinking positively. Your mind must be trained. Train your mind. Train your mind to think positive, okay? So now I want to talk about the power of silence. Many people are noisy externally but chaotic internally. Sometimes the best thing you can do is sit in silence. Sit in silence, not scrolling, not complaining, just silence. In silence, you can hear your real thoughts. Okay? In silence, you can hear your real thoughts and then you can correct them. When you hear your real thoughts, you can correct them. And you can only hear those real thoughts when you're in silence, when you're in a quiet, when you stay in a quiet mood, stay alone, have a quiet time, then you hear your real thought. By the time you hear that real thought, you begin to correct them by yourself. You know when you're thinking negative and begin to make amend, correct them. Okay? So now I want to talk about you're believing everything, every feeling. And I say stop believing every feeling. Stop believing every feeling. Feelings are real, but they are not always true. You can feel unloved, you can feel rejected, you can feel forgotten and still be valued. Your feelings must submit to truth. Okay? If you let feelings control thoughts, thought will control actions and action will control destiny. You see how they are interwoven. If you let feelings control thoughts, thought will control actions and actions will control destiny. So here now, I want to talk about the discipline of mental fasting. The discipline of mental fasting. Try this for 7 days. Just 7 days. No gossip, no negative talk, no comparison, no toxic content. Watch how your mind changes. Just try it for 7 days. You will see how your mind will change. All those negative thoughts will begin to change to positive thoughts. You cannot live in a mental junkyard and expect a peaceful life. All right? You cannot live in a mental junkyard and expect a peaceful life. It is not possible. Transformation usually starts inside. Transformation starts inside. Romans chapter 12 verse 2 says, "Be transformed by the renewing of your mind." Be transformed by the renewing of your mind, not by changing location, not by changing friends, not by changing church, by renewing your mind. Try and renew your mind. Let go of all the negative thoughts and renew your mind for positive ones, and then you will see how far your life will go. Just try it this year. The year is still very fresh. The earlier you start it, the better for you. Okay? The real miracle is mental transformation. The real miracle most of us need is mental transformation. Not money, not riches, not husband, wife, all those material things. No, mental transformation. You need to renew your mind. You need to transform your mental ability. Okay? When your mind changes, your reaction change. When your reactions change, your results change. Okay? Let me tell you something very important. You're not weak. You're not behind. You are not forgotten. But if you don't control your thoughts, you will sabotage your own destiny. Okay? If you don't control your thoughts, you will sabotage your destiny. So start controlling your thought from today and see how far you will go. From today, when a negative thought comes, pause. Ask yourself, is this true? Is this helpful? Is this aligned with who I want to become? If not, reject it. Reject it immediately. You must become the gatekeeper of your mind. You must become the gatekeeper of your mind. So now I want you to say this after me. Wherever you are, just say this. My mind is disciplined. My thoughts are aligned with truth. I reject fear. I reject limitation. I reject negativity. I think growth. I think strength. I think victory. If this bless you, share it or tag to someone, subscribe, like and comment. If you have any question, you can put it in the comment section. I am here with you. Or if you have anything you just want us to talk about, please go ahead. I am very, very much available. God bless you. I will be back.